Alright, so last time we learned how to move around our pages and do a few other basic things. Today we are going to learn how to add superscripts and subscripts to our text because unfortunately this doesn't allow us to do that. So we're going to just go into our random page. Now, superscripts are great if you want to go and do anything with numbers like exponents, putting things into scientific notation. For literature, you want, or for U.S. history, you want to add footnotes, endnotes. You need to put superscripts in there. And then subscripts are good for math and sciences. Okay, so how we would do that, we'd have to layer our text. So first we're going to add a text box. And let's go ahead and do one just do a number in scientific notation. So I'm going to do the speed of light, 3 times 10. Oops. And you see when I put 2 spaces in there, it tries to put a period. So we're going to see if we can avoid that. And then meters per second. Now, I'm going to leave out that 8, that exponent, because I'm going to add that in with another bit of text. But I do want to make this another space, so that way we have some space for that exponent. All right. Now I am done. All right, so now I want to go and I want to add another text box. And this one I'm just going to do it as 8, because I want to put that as my superscript. Done. Now see, it appears right on top of the other one, so we're going to move that. Let's make it smaller. And we want to make it a superscript, so we need to make that text just a little bit smaller than what it is right now. Not a whole lot smaller, but a little bit, so maybe 4 smaller. There we go. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to move this guy just right up here. Just move that up just a little bit higher. And now you see that I have written this in proper scientific notation. Do the same thing if I want to create, say, a scientific formula. So if I want to do, let's say, cellular respiration. So I am going to go and change sugar and oxygen into water and glucose. So we need C6, so I'm going to do C, leave a space, H12, so capital H, leave a space, O6, leave a space, plus, so we find our pluses and they are over here, O2, O, and let's see, don't have quite a yield, so we're going to have to kind of make one. So how are we going to make that yield? We'll do a few dashes, and then an arrow. And then it turns into H2O, so we're going to, again, H, leave a space for our subscript, O, leave a space, plus, CO2. Alright, once you're done there, hit done. Move that down so we can see it. Let's make that a little bit bigger, makes it easier for us. Because as you notice, this defaults automatically to the most previous size that you just used. Make that longer. There we go. We're going to make that nice and big. Let's make that even bigger just so it's easy for us to see. Okay, now we're going to make our little subscript. So we got 6. Gonna make that smaller. I like to do it about, 3 or 4 smaller, depending on what it is, because this one's really big. I'm going to actually do it much smaller than that. I'm going to just kind of eyeball it so we can see it off to the side over there. And that's looking pretty good at this point. Now I'm going to move it right there. So now see we got C6, C6. Oh, no. So we're happy with that one. All right, now let's add the next one. Oops, nope. 12, H12. See that already defaulted to the past size, so we don't have to worry about that again. And you see these grid lines that automatically appear there. They kind of help to make sure everything stays aligned, so that way these aren't just all over the place. If you want to turn off your grid lines, you just hit info and then you can see you can shut them off right here. But I'm going to keep them on because it makes it easier for me to be able to eyeball this stuff. And you just keep doing this with the whole rest of the thing. And so on and so forth. And that is how you add subscripts and superscripts.